Hello and welcome to my podcast channel. This is Karupi for Candid Conversations. Alright, so sa video na to, ang pag-uusapan natin is about that viral TikTok at naging viral na rin siya naging viral din siya sa X or previously known as Twitter. This TikTok video was actually just a promotional video na kanyang service about thesis making. So, yun yung pag-usapan natin about like what's my thought about this kind of business or this kind of racket. I don't think it's a business. I'm not sure yet if it's a business, but yes, it's a racket or it's a side hustle. Ang iba nating mga it's a side hustle. So this kind of side hustle kasi is common na rin siya. It's not new. It's been happening since nung college pa ako. Narinig ko na yan nung high school pa ako. Narinig ko na rin yan based on my older generation neighborhoods, so for neighbors back then. So ayun, parang narinig na nila na narinig ko na yan na parang when you go to college, mayroon talagang thesis before you graduate, and then yung mga eksena nila is they have this an option where they can just look for someone else to work or gagawa ng kanilang thesis, no? And right now, since it's still happening, since thesis is still there, so right now, itong pagbebenta ng service to do their thesis is ginagawa na rin siya online. I mean, like, the advertising is happening online. Unlike before na, yung gustong magpagawa will really look for that somewhere. It's kasi taboo siya eh. Yung thesis kasi is para siyang, if you're gonna look at it, para siyang assignment. Diba? Ano ang purpose ng assignment? Bakit ka nag-assignment? Ano bang purpose ng assignment kung bakit nagbibigay ng teacher ng assignment? So, ang purpose nun is para, you have your parang structured way of studying things, right? Sa base sa lecture mo. While ang thesis naman, hindi naman siya siguro about, a little bit of like that, but more of applying what you've learned. Yun, right? Kasi hindi naman lahat, like, okay, you're okay with, you've learned your lessons dun sa lectures, you've learned your lessons, may mga assignments din naman kayo doon. And then may mga exams to test kung may nakuha ka ba talagang, may natutunan ka nga ba talaga, right? And then the third one is application of what you've learned. So yung thesis na part. Okay, so for someone that has work experience na, I can say na yung ginagawa ni girl or kung ikaw yung may thesis work, then parang for me it's okay yung ganong class to avail those kind of service. It's because in real life, in real world, sa trabaho, ganun naman talaga dapat. I mean, ganun naman ang nangyayari. Like, you are going to delegate some task, right? Yung thesis ko kasi nung college kasi ako is individual kasi yun. So, wala siyang parang, kumbaga, yung leadership na part is hindi siya na-perform or hindi siya, kumbaga, na-experience namin since individual nga. So, lahat ng work from cover to cover, kami yung maggagawa, kami yung mag-iisip, kami yung mag-fund, lahat ng mga interviews, mga ganon, kami yung gagawa nun lahat. But for some of the thesis na alam ko, I mean, based sa mga peers ko, sa mga friends ko, so, paano nila ginawa yung thesis nila is mostly they are groups, no? So, yung leader, the will perform is leadership skills. So, yun yung delegation of tasks. Now, for example, yung ginagawa ni ate or yung service na gagawa siya ng thesis for you, yun yung tinatawag na outsourcing in real world. So, mag-outsource tayo ng isang tao na hindi siya part ng group natin para gumawa ng some of the items doon. Hindi yung buong thesis. Letting others do the work for the entire thesis. Okay lang naman yun. Pero yun, may nag-post kasi sa Twitter din na parang wala na yung point doon. Right? Nag-aral ka because for what? Right? For papers, for your ganon. So, ayun, parang hindi na siya. I think it really depends kung ano yung goal mo sa pag-aaral mo. Kung yung goal mo lang talaga is magkaroon ng, karoon ng certification that you are a graduate of this, at wala kang pakialam kung may natutunan ka o wala, then okay. You can avail that service, yung outsourcing service, and avail the entire package, like get the entire from cover to cover talaga na siya yung gagawa for you. Siya na din yung gagawa. Kasi yung sinasabi ni ate sa TikTok niya is parang, hindi lang siya ang gagawa, but she also will create parang a summary and all of those kailangan niyang sagutin during defense, right? So at least meron na siyang parang guide. Meron ka ng guide as someone who avails the service. Para hindi ka parang tanga na you're presenting your thesis pero wala kang alam, right? So at least may alam ka na din. Sinamarize niya for you. So ayun, para of course you'll have to read it. I mean, if you want to pass, but balik tayo dun sa topic kung okay lang ba para sa akin na kukuha ng someone else para gumawa ng thesis. For me, yes, it's still okay as long as you know ano ba yung purpose ng thesis mo. I mean, ano bang purpose ng pag-aaral mo? If you are into your, for the papers, for the certification lang, and you are not really passionate about learning whatever your course, then go for it, for the Pero para sa akin, I'm not intentional din naman kasi ako. I mean, sometimes. I mean, I think yes. Anyway, so if my intention is to enroll in the course, I really want something na rin naman na, I can be proud na graduate ako sa course na yun. Alam mo yun bang hindi ka naman parang graduate lang na parang walang alam, parang okay. Diba? It's nakakahiya din naman siya later on. So gusto ko na meron talagang natutunan somehow. So, and that thesis will somehow also test me, right? And for me, if I'm going to be on that situation where I need to create my thesis, and then assuming na tulad ng dati na ako lang mag-isa, I would probably get that service, yung outsourcing service, na someone will also help me work or help me in, developing the thesis. So since I'm an IT graduate, if assuming na babalik ako sa nakaraan and I have the chance and the money, the finances na maka-avail ng ganon, so yes, I will do that one, pero hindi yung buong thesis ang ipapagawa ko sa kanya. Since as an IT, so kami din gagawa ng code and all of that, at iisipin yung part na magde-develop ng something, right? So siguro ang ibibigay ko sa kanya, ang i-outsource ko sa kanya, ang i-outsource ko is probably yung work where it will create parang overhead para sa akin. So which is yun yung part na documentation. So ayun, sa documentation na part, at least someone is doing it for me, right? So I think that is a valid naman eh. So ayun, hindi naman talaga you need to really create from cover to cover, kasi in reality, in real world, walang ganon. I mean, if you're working in a corporate or in a company, maraming mga tao dyan. So, and if you want to exercise your leadership, so you need people. working for you, right? So yun. And this person na i-outsource mo sa thesis mo will work for you. So, ikaw magde-decide kung anong mangyayari, ano yung gusto mong mangyari. So, you will provide the list kung ano yung, you'll provide the task na kailangan niyang gawin, ano yung ini-expect mo na result sa kanyang gagawin, right? So, yung research, yung documentation, di ba? You can even also hire someone who will do the logistics. So, yung for example, interview. Pwede ka naman mag-hire ng other people to do the interview for you, right? Kasi assuming na busy ka, especially kung kung nagtatrabaho ka na, this is common siguro masabi ko na if anong tawag nun? If you are in the masters, so kung nasa masters ka na, I think it's fine to get someone else help you sa thesis mo. Especially yung sa mga interview, sa mga documentation, sa logistics, even logistics. So yung pagpapaprint, pagpapabookbind, lahat ng yun. You can get that service from others. And it will still be under your name. Kasi ikaw naman yung ikaw naman yung nag-isip, right? Ng concept, ng plan, ng title. Siguro yung mga basic, yung sa leadership part, siguro it's really you who will handle that work. Hindi talaga, I'm not personally, hindi ko bet yung package na overall from cover to cover na magawa. This is like, even the title, mas prefer ko na ako yung mag-isip ko ano yung problem na kailangan kong isolve, or ano yung problem, tapos ano yung solution na sa tingin ko ay appropriate for that problem, right? One person that I will probably get to help me is at least he or she will be working with me for brainstorming, ganon. So, for example, may naisip ako mga few questions, but, I need some other brain na fresh and probably has a different point of view then, right? Sa bagay-bagay. Or maaring mayroon siyang direct din experience, probably, we don't know. So, at least, he or she can help. Diba? So, for example, pag-formulate ng questions, ganon. Or sa paggawa ng, for example, forms for the questions. Kasi sometimes we can do that online naman, diba? Like, we can conduct a survey online. So, as someone who's working already, tapos meron ka pang classes, you can get someone else to create a form for you, ganyan. Google Forms or mga Microsoft Forms, and create the questions, right? Kasi creating those forms, probably hindi siya part sa thesis mo, pero hindi siya part na isasubmit mo doon. Pero yun hindi din probably siya makikita sa defense mo kung di ba? Kasi ang ending lang naman is yung result ng survey, for example. So, if ganun ang nangyari, so ang gagawin is you need to, di ba? So, ang paggawa ng forms or pag-print ng forms or ang paglikom ng data, hindi mo na paaring magawa yun kasi you are also, working na din as someone who's working, or, so at least get that help from others. Kind of service naman is fine as long as, yun nga, para sa akin, personally, mas prefer ko na ako pa din yung nagda-drive ng buong, and also to test my leadership skills and the skills na, on how to finish things. Kasi sa real world naman, if you become a leader na, if you want to become a leader, if you want to become someone na, parang catalyst ng change, ganun naman, right? You'll be the one thinking the solution. Pero doing the work probably is not really you 100%. Lahat ng work from, hindi naman lahat. So, at least yung goal is from you, and then yung distribution or yung delegation ng mga task, you're also doing that one. And with that kind of team, mayroon kang sariling team, that will work for you. So at least you will also be hindi lang sa kung paano mo in-apply yung natutunan mo doon sa course mo, pero nati-test din yung soft skills mo, especially the leadership skills. Kasi usually kapag I'm talking sa master's part kasi tapos na akong graduate so I'm planning kasi na mag-masters. So pero planning pa naman. So hindi ko pa alam if I will push through that, but I think I will. But it's too early pa to say, something. It's too early pa para it's too early pa para mag-decide. But I might go on that eksena. Anyway, so yun nga. So para sa akin, if ever darating ako sa panahon na yun, I'll probably get someone else help. So yun lang yung parang thought ko doon about kang girl na gumagawa ng thesis. In my case naman, since AI exists na naman, so I could probably do that myself. Siguro if ever darating yung panahon na yun, yeah, of course I will utilize AI obviously. And then siguro ang i-avail ko na lang if ever there is someone that will offer some service is yung siguro yung logistic na part, yung pagpapaprint, pagpapabook, ganun. Tsaka yung other things like maybe survey. Kasi hindi ko alam kung ano yung magiging title ko kung magiging local ba siya or international or national. So if national, wala akong choice but I have to avail those service na kayang mag-conduct ng research for me national level. Pero kung local lang naman, siguro someone else lang within the local area that will handle the survey for me, right? So yun lang. So I think that's all. It's just a matter of being wise. Yung tinatawag nila na don't work hard, work smart. So if you're doing that if you're getting the service, if you have the tools and resources para makabayad ka doon sa kanya, then go for it, right? Hindi naman siya masama para sa akin. If you're still in college and if you have a team, like, kakosa mo, don't outsource na lang. I mean, for me, you are already given kasi na, for example, 5 kayo sa team, sa group, right? So, may isa doon leader. Hindi pwede na yung isa is for finance lang. Mga ganun. So, lahat kayo dapat mag-finance and then lahat kayo magtatrabaho, right? So, yung isa mag-conduct ng survey, yung isa mag-logistics, yung isa is whatever, right? At pag-usapan yun kasi rin yun, it's a practice of a real-world scenario na. Kasi hanggang in real world, pag nasa corporate ka, hindi ikaw lahat ang gagawa ng work. So, yan. May division of labor, kumbaga. So, yun. Pa-practice mo yun kung paano yun gagawin. So, if you're a leader sa group na yun, sa thesis nyo pala. So, yun. Matik-test yung leadership skill mo on how to delegate tasks at kung paano mo sila i-approach kung, it's time for them to report their work. Ayun. Tapos, kung if they're not able to provide, what will be your decision as a leader, right? Kung tatanggapin mo pa ba or what. So, yun. Ang thesis kasi is hindi lang siya application of what you've learned, but also application na din soft skills, which is important. It's for you to grow. So, yun. So, take your thesis seriously. That's it, Pansit. So, this is Karupia once again, and thank you for listening sa podcast. Kind conversation. Bye!